I was thinking about last year I took a group of young people to Selma, Alabama, maybe it was the year before last, for their the bridge crossing and that festival. And we were sort of debriefing when we got back about the trip. It was a very powerful trip for them. One of the things they said, that a reason why they wanted to go, first of all, was because they kept hearing me tell the story about my experiences in the South. And they just really wanted to go and see if this was like really real. Even though we have things like, oh, what is that documentary?
Eyes on the Prize.
There you go.
They think it's a movie.
But it doesn't they think it's a movie. That's right. They don't know anything. But hearing real people tell real stories about their own experiences really meant something to them. So that was one reason why they wanted to go. But while they were there, they heard the stories. They heard people tell the stories of the movement. They heard people talk about voting rights and the marches and all of that. It was a powerful experience, and every one of them said it was a life-changing experience for them. So our stories are not just, they're not, like just stories. These are powerful images and inspirations for our young people and for our communities to remember who we are, how we got here. We have knowledge, we have experiences, we have made a difference. We have to tell that story, and we have to tell it over and over and over again. So I can't even, I just think what we're talking about doing here in terms of documentation and stories is just some of the most powerful work I think we could be doing in our communities at this time, to document the voices and stories, not only of those of us who have been here a while, although, what did you say, I was there in the 70s? We'll talk about that later. For those of us who've been here a while, and for the young voices also to hear their stories. When young people ask me, what is it that I could be doing right now? I want to make a difference. I always find myself saying, tell your story, because we don't know it. We're not quite sure what you went through in the 80s and 90s and currently. You had some experiences we never had. That's new knowledge, that's new information, that's going to tell us something about how to survive for the next however many years. So we need your stories. We don't know what it was like to be in those schools. We don't always know what it was like to walk the streets and the roads that you have walked. We need your stories. That's going to be very important to us. So I find myself saying to young people, if you want to do something I think that's a contribution, please tell us your story.